what's up? Name's Jetleo1, and welcome back to some more Momodora Reverie under the moonlight. In the last episode, we got the cat sphere, so we can now become a cat. And we're doing what will ultimately be the only bit of backtracking in this Let's Play, because since I have most of the stuff and I know the order, I don't really need to go out of my way for anything. And getting this item and clearing this area in the first, like as soon as you can, making this your priority, makes life a whole lot easier. This was the last thing I got when I did my run, and it stung. Also, now that we have the cat sphere, anytime you see an area like this, you can go down into it. Oh, and this is already where we needed to go. Further in, though, in the forest, there are some areas that you need cat to get into that are important for 100% completion because it has health upgrades and things, but this is where we need to go. And when we pass through this, welcome to the Frore Ciele. I butchered that completely. I'm pretty sure that means frozen forest, though. And either way, I'm going to call it the frozen forest. So the frozen forest is a really interesting area. It's basically a Darkwoods version of the Sacred Ordalia Grove, except it's ice instead of like darkness and evil. And I believe over there is an item. I want to say it's a health upgrade, but I could be wrong. Also, that's slick dodge. I didn't even need to do that. Cat form. And I just instinctively hit, what is it, right stick. I hit right stick to the left because I instinctively was like, Rivals of Aether, just turn around and do a, what is it, F-tilt. But no, Kaho does not have F-tilts. I really like how you can, the effect of like Kaho is pretty much see-through in this area, because it's like this is a otherworldly area. And then already, this area is really short and really sweet. Now here we have our second crest fragment of 4, and it gives you the ability to warp when praying. So now we have bonfire teleports. We can teleport between bells. And it's not like between specific bells. It's kind of more like Dark Souls 1 than Dark Souls 2, where it's like warp to this area and it's a limited list of areas. But it'll get you where you need to go overall. It just doesn't let you pick specific spots, no matter how much you may want to. So that's why I wanted to come and get that. That's really important. So now we can just teleport. So we have Ordalia, which leads you to this one, I believe. And then Karst, which leads you to the first one with the shopkeeper. Subterranean Grave leads you to the one with the shopkeeper. And Whiteleaf, I think. Yeah, Whiteleaf leads you to outside. Most of them lead you next to where the shopkeeper is, but this one doesn't. But we don't want to be here. We want to be here. So now we have 2 areas we can go to. We have straight to the right to the church, and we have bottom right to go to the fireplace. I don't even remember what it's called, but we're going to be doing the church, and then we're going to do the fireplace. So we're going to walk. I said there wouldn't be much backtracking, but it looks like I was partially wrong. Or, well, this isn't technically backtracking. We're going forward, and it wasn't that bad. And are you still not scared? I'm not scared. I think that's all she says. There's not like any secrets or anything you can do to make her change her mind. And we'll just ride this on our way up. And she's just immune to that. That's not fair. Alright. Attack that. Alright. We've already gotten the leaf upgrade, and I showed you the leaf upgrade. I like how even when I'm in melee range, I use the arrows, because I'm so used to using the arrows this run. Anyways, this is where we come up out of the park. So, heading right from here, this is the lady who says everyone has been abandoned. She's correct. And I forgot your name. What's your name? Tell me your name again. Have you heard the partner's older sibling has returned? She is one of the court authorities on behalf of the convent. Perhaps you'll be interested in meeting her. Perhaps. Okay, so I don't think he says his name again. I forgot, but here's the church. And actually, I feel really dumb, because what I should have done is there's a bell in here that you teleport to. So when we came this way and talked to the guy, I should have tagged the bell. Would have saved us some time. I need a fight. Do you seek salvation? No, I'm High Priestess. You can achieve salvation from eternal damnation by donating to Saint Esselin. Okay. A recommendation of at least 15 monies is needed for that. Sure. We are thankful. May you find peace. And I think you can just infinitely give her money and it doesn't do anything. But I have nothing to spend it on, so I'll give her some more. I wanted to see. Yeah, she just loops it. And it's just 15 money every time. Do you do the same thing? We are a small minority now that Her Highness propagated her destruction. Most of the population has lost faith in the gods. She's to blame for all that is wrong right now. Okay, you just hate on the situation, which you are entirely correct. Also, I feel so stupid. This game is so good. I keep noticing things this run that are just interesting. So, like, I didn't notice, but this priestess is a little bit fatter than the other ones. And I think they may actually be different sizes. Do the other ones have... Yeah, the other three have the same design, but this one doesn't have the forehead dot or... she's wider than the others as well. So I think she's like the leader. Saint Estelin is absolute. His wish reigns supreme. You are safe here with us. And yeah, this room is safe. There's no enemies in here. Okay, and she doesn't have anything to say to us, it seems. Okay, bye. Let's see, that doesn't do anything. That's just the pulpit. And so yeah, this bell, you can teleport here. This is the teleport point. I should have tagged that earlier. I'm dumb. But here we have... Our prayers have been heard. The Witch of Decay and her demons have been vanquished. Oh, and she says different things based on your progress. If you come and talk to her before, she says something different to greet you. But since we beat Lubella, she's like, oh, well, she's been beaten. Little by little, the voice of the gods pierced through this kingdom shrouded in darkness. Still, for this convent to go against Her Highness's wishes, it is a disgrace to the name of our Lord. Her kindness knows no bounds. If you so desire, she'll protect even a heretic from loons such as you. Now, I don't like you calling me a heretic. I'm just here to do my business, lady. And my business is to save my people. What are you doing? So yeah, let's see. Actually, since I want to know, we're gonna go ahead and not do what I said. We're going this way. Let's see. And this room is locked. That room's for a bonus boss, which unlike most of my Let's Plays, I'm actually going to show the bonus boss. Alright, I believe there's an item over there. Or actually, hold up. No, there's not a secret room. So welcome to the Cinder Chambers. I keep calling this the fireplace, because it's the fireplace. It's also got lots of traps. Let's Bellflower. And if this is your first run, you don't want to be here if you're not ready. This is one of the areas you definitely want to save for last, if you can, which you can because there's the subterranean grave and the frozen forest you can get to before you get to here. Let's see, what's this way? There's a bell here. I think that's a teleport bell. Also, it looks like the traps affect enemies in addition to you. You gotta watch out for those traps. Arrows are so good. Even when you're playing for yourself, the arrows are really good. Let's see. There's nothing. I keep checking my map because I have 100% map completion, so I can see secret rooms. I don't think there's anything important over there. I don't want to forget the key like I did in Subterranean Grave, but there's not any keys. I know exactly where to go left. I think that's just for a bonus item or life upgrade. Oh snap. That hurt. Okay, we're gonna go this way. Okay, neither one of them dropped their thing on me. I hate when they do that because it messes me up all the time. I think this room, let's see. I think this room is actually kind of safe, so I was trying to remember if this was the bell that had enemies near it. I'm starting to wonder if I actually remembered correctly. There was a bell that was dangerous. Also, shoot that chest. It's a mimic. I don't even remember if there are other mimics. Also, I hit the fire because the fire went in the water, and that's logical. Also, let's see. You might want to leave those. Those are explosive barrels. And you'll see in a moment. Let's see. Yep, so here we are. Boss of the Cinder Chambers. It's not Kath, it's the other lady. We have the Arsonist, and the Arsonist is pretty annoying to no-hit because she throws fireballs everywhere, so ranged attacks are really annoying to deal with. And they are tracking. So like, Kath will distract her, but she throws the fireballs, and the fireballs explode when they're near you, but they also fire killer and teleport her to them. So it's very easy to get caught up, especially in those long ones like that where I got hit. Watch out for those that exploded. Big fire pillars. As usual, arrows are really good. That was pretty messy. I have no real excuse to get hit when I have as much power as I do from having beaten the game, but I got hit because those triple balls, when she throws the 3 fireballs, it's really hard to dodge. You have to be really spot on with your dodge timing. But she's not that complicated. It's just like a lot of bosses in this game, or at least a lot of bosses after the early half. If you're going for a no-hit, you have to not be aggressive, because like when she does the fireballs, they explode. And it's like if you dodge them, they dodge based on your location, but they explode like where they were, and they have fire pillars, so like you have to dodge and stay out of there, and then she teleports into them, so it's like, oh, I can hit her through the fire pillar. You'll probably tag the fire pillar and get hit and ruin that attempt. Anyways, Koth has some words for us. Thank you for your assistance. Are you hurt? I took 1 hit, so I'm fine. It's my first time seeing a sacred leaf in action. Certainly an interesting way of fending off enemies. Well, I mostly used my bow, but yeah. Since you're still around, perhaps you'll hear me out? Sure. Good. Lore, I've suspected something was amiss up there at the castle. The queen I once served was noble and caring, but now she's turned into a morbid figure. Anything under her direct control is lost, so I've deserted her order of knights. Here's my proposal, taking down the queen. You mentioned her curses reach your homeland. Should you choose to side with me, you're going to need a special crest. It was split into 4 pieces. One of its fragments should be around here. Once you have the 4 parts, head to the locked door at the entrance of the city. So yeah, she's telling us what I already said, which is you need the crest to get through to the queen. And we've already got 2 of them, and here's the 3rd. Let's see, there's a bell there. We'll deal with that in a second. Oh, I want to swing at that like it was the bell. So here's our 3rd crest fragment, and this one gives you the ability to air dodge. And this is a really good ability, and this is the one that I noticed the most when I went to New Game Plus and noticed that they got rid of crest abilities. Because this is the one where it's like, I wish they would let you keep it. And the little arrow charge thing where she has her blue phase is what shows you the cooldown on it. And I believe if you go long enough mid-air, you can get another charge. Yeah, so you can do some unique and really neat air acrobatics. And it also is really useful to move around with because her air dash is really fast. And it's also completely invulnerable, like the roll is, so it's very, very good. Which makes it feel a little weird that we get this 3rd out of 4, or that I went and got this 3rd out of 4. It would have been 4th out of 4 if I would have actually stayed up in the church, but it's useful. Anyways, this has been Gently One, and I will see you next time as we go back up to the church and deal with that area. See you then.